You've probably seen ads similar to this on TV. What's different about this one? The difference is, that's my kid. The upcoming elections are important to me because my teenage boy represents the future of America. These ads are what he sees. They're what we all see. How can anyone even entertain the idea of voting this man into office?
Excuse me, sit down. You weren't called. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Go ahead. No, you don't. You haven't been called. Go back to Univision.
How can anyone even entertain the idea of voting this man into the highest office of this country? When I see my kid watching him, I feel disgust, anger, and a feeling of impending doom.
I'm right now suing Univision for $500 million.
Are those emotions too strong to feel? I don't think so. This man spews hate. Trump criticized John McCain for being captured and being a prisoner of war, and he considers a war hero as someone who has not been captured.
He's not a war hero.
He's a war hero.
He's a war hero.
5.5 years.
He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you.
He is a prejudiced megalomaniac, a womanizer, and a liar. He makes fun of the disabled.
Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Oh, maybe that's what I said. This is 14 years ago. They didn't do a retraction.
That reporter he is talking about is Serge Kovaleski, who now works for the New York Times. As you can see right there, he suffers from a chronic condition that impairs movement of his arms.
And pretends to donate money to charities, but in fact does not. He is impulsive and immature. He chose a running mate who has made anti-LGBT legislation his priority.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until our country's representatives can figure out what the hell is going on.
How can we make sure this maniac doesn't make it to the White House? We need to vote. No, Hillary isn't perfect, but Trump is about as far from perfect as one can get.
I'm sure.
Certainly, I don't have a lot of respect for Megyn Kelly. She's a lightweight. And, you know, she came out there reading her little script.
She did push you, pushed a lot of people. But what is it with you and Megyn Kelly?
Well, I just don't respect her as a journalist. I have no respect for her. I don't think she's very good. I think she's highly overrated. You know, she gets out and she starts asking me all sorts of ridiculous questions. And, you know, you could see there was blood coming out of her eyes, blood coming out of her wherever. But
what about voting for an independent? Well, all that will do is take a vote away from Hillary. An independent does not have a chance of winning this election. So we need to vote Democratic. The president who is elected this year will likely choose 2 or 3 Supreme Court justices who will ultimately decide our future. We need to vote on November 8th, and we need to vote wisely.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
You've probably seen ads similar to this on TV, and that's really sad.